The thing with crypto is it's new, but we're talking about money that's 4,000, more than 4,000 years old. So the coins and the bills.
Yeah.
It's an old system that is dominated by people that are very strong, very powerful, including all the banks. We need to create a system, and we need to adopt a system where everybody has the possibility to have and spend, and there's no inflation, there's no nothing. But economists will say, yes, but you need inflation because, inflation helps the economy, people make more money, they spend more, etc. It's a vicious cycle, but I don't know. Maybe it's not quite like that. Maybe it's not right because this keeps happening for the last, long while, and it didn't really help. So probably we have to rethink the whole economy, how it works.
Mm.
It's very unstable. It's very volatile now because, again, it is in its infancy. We don't have any documentation to explain what happened. Like, I want to see the first guy who came with actual money and said to a guy, hey, look, I'm giving you money for this chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that guy's reaction.
I actually read an article that was first done in China. A warlord of an area said, right now we're going to issue checks for that represent values like gold and silver. And he just imposed it through military power. And he was like, all right, now we're going to buy potatoes with these pieces of paper. And everybody was, like startled and everything, but they had to accept it because, a guy with an army kind of like has the morals on his side. Let's say it like that.
The dynasty, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, people got used to it. I think what you said about cryptocurrency is correct. It's very new, but it's kind of bringing a new perspective to something that's almost 5,000 years old. And I think that's why a lot of people are so interested in it, because it's a 1 in a 5,000 year opportunity to actually change something in that respect. And they kind of hold it very dear to this ideological shift in how we approach money. So it's not just, oh, let's make some quick cash. It's let's change how things work. And a lot of these projects in cryptocurrencies kind of have this positive sentiment behind them, where they do want to help people. They do want to bring positive change, like projects that you mentioned, banking the unbanked. They're literally trying to give people options that they didn't have beforehand. So exactly. I think it has a huge, like a positive wave following it, and it has it hard coded and programmed into the coins itself. So that's a great thing.
So that's the thing. So we're trying to get used to something we never had a chance to see happening. Yeah. We are the first generation in 4 millennia, 5, that has seen this change from that type of, market money, etc., to this one. It's hard for people to accept. But look, people thought that, a healer, a shaman, 2,000 years ago was a god, had miraculous powers because they could heal a basic wound. Yeah. Now they're called doctors. People just have to adapt, accept, and improve whatever they bring new in their lives. And that's it. With crypto, I think in time the market will clean itself, so the garbage will kind of dissipate. Yeah. Because now what's happening is that a lot of people that have brilliant ideas how to get rich fast, so they're like 10,000 companies that created shit coins. That's all they want, and a few of them actually want to do a change. When you think there's 7 billion people on this planet, almost 8, around 100 coins are actually worth something. That says something about humanity. Yeah. But we are going in the good direction. People will slowly learn that how can you apply this? How can you help it? How can you improve things around you, systems, ways of doing things, etc. And that is amazing.
Yeah.
So, for example, these guys from Elrond, EGLD is the
Abbreviation.
Abbreviation. Thanks. They started like it was like 5 or 10 per coin to buy when I heard of them. Then it went to like $200. Then it dropped. Now I think it's like under 100. But their point is not to get rich. Their point is how can they help? How can they make a difference?
Yeah.
Doing this for the humankind is absolutely amazing. They're thinking of hundreds of millions of people that will have a better life if this happens.
Yeah, and the next generations to come.
That's it. So, for example, the systems, like, for example, who created Bitcoin. So Bitcoin can be transacted 7 times a second. So at any given point, anyone who wants to buy Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin, it can be done 7 times globally. Okay, which is very slow. You want to buy Bitcoin, you put in the order, it takes a few seconds to actually happen. Because there's not like billions of people doing it anyway. So there's a number of people doing it. Elrond has a system that allows 15,000 transactions per second.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even have 1 year on the market. Okay, they're using a different system. Whatever, I'm not an IT guy, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
VISA has around 25,000 transactions per second. Now, put this into perspective. How long do we have VISA on the planet? In the world, since when? So since they implemented it, it evolved to being able to do 25, maximum 30,000 transactions per second. These guys created the same system from scratch with 15, and they just started.
Yeah.
That means no delays in payments. You know, when you go to a shop, it's Saturday morning, 11 a.m., and you pay for something, and you're just waiting for the payment to be accepted.
Yeah, it happened.
It's because tens of thousands of people are trying to do the same fucking thing right then, right now, across, the globe. That's why that happens. Nobody knows. And they're like, yeah, it's fine. It's the only way to pay. It's the only way. No other way. You pay, you wait.
Yeah.
Or cash.
Exactly.
These guys will invent, maybe in the next 5-10 years, a system that anything you want to pay anywhere instantaneously, bam, done.
Mm-hmm.
Dusted.
Yeah.
And everything's secure. Everything checked. No money lost. No bank, like no money frozen anywhere, etc. In time, it will bring so many positive things, but people need to adopt this trend.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I agree. It's a huge shift in technology. We don't see that every day. I think it will bring a lot of positive change with it. And I think that when people are exploring each individual cryptocurrency, they have to kind of treat it like a company more than just like an investment, and really dig into what people are doing,
Exactly.
who the people are that are doing it. Because in a lot of these scam coins, like you won't find the team on LinkedIn working on a project having an exact description of what they're doing and how they want to create that project. They just have like a fake website which says it'll be like the best coin ever, it'll be like the new Bitcoin, the new Ethereum, like it'll create millions for you. But real projects are real people behind them that seriously want to do something. So that might be a great advice for research. Like, try going to LinkedIn, try finding people on Twitter, on other social media, and checking if they're actually real, and looking into what they're doing with the project. And that can give you some ideas on what's the background behind the coin. Because people, when get into this space, they just look at the coins and they're like, ooh, where should I invest? Which one is going to 10x so I can make some money? But that's actually not the point. It's actually what you described, is how to make a better system, better technology, better implementation, right? And that will then in the end turn it into a quote unquote company that will rise in value, right? Like a stock. The stock of a company that's doing good is a company that's creating a lot of value for a huge number of people. And that makes it interesting for investors to put in a lot more money into it because they know that it will be good in the long term. And we have to take that into account when looking at these coins, because some of them are just crazy, like the Shiba Inu or Dogecoin. Like it's nothing. Like there's nothing behind it. Like, okay, you can maybe transact with it like with Bitcoin, so it has some elements of it, but there's nothing else behind it. So it's kind of like digital cash, nothing special about it. But when you look into a project like Cardano or Polkadot, like there are teams of developers behind it seriously working on creating like fundamental change in how like code is done and how systems interact and privacy and a lot of stuff. So I find it extremely interesting, and I think that a lot of people will change their lives just through observing this space and being in it. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.